Are acting workshops a waste of your time and a waste of your money? Well, in this video, I'm going to share my experience when I attended a workshop in Sandton. This workshop that I attended was hosted by the actor Hungani Ndlovu, but as you guys might still call him Romeo from Scandal. So this guy was hosting this workshop that was so very much interesting. I got to ask a lot of questions to a professional actor, mind you, and this was a great experience for me because I got to learn a lot of stuff. So let's just see what are some of the stuff that I learned from the workshop. This workshop was hosted by this company called the Actors Playground, formerly known as the Sense Group. So we got to learn a lot of stuff from Hungani Ndlovu and also his wife Stephanie Ndlovu, who was sharing her experience when it comes to acting and how she got into it. If you know the story of Hungani Ndlovu, you know that he went to study in the United States under the school of the Meisner technique. So he went on to that school, he came back here to South Africa. He was now sharing some of his experiences and some of his techniques that we can use as actors in order to revamp our careers and be on the right path. Now, this was a very much interesting moment in my career because I've only been to 2 workshops, but this one was different because the information was being asked. We then regurgitated what was being told to us. So I felt so very much alive.
By securing a first lead role on MTV, and since they've become a prominent ambassador and advocate for the Episode Sugar initiatives. She's graced our screens many a times on different shows such as SCP, or Venelanders, Scandal, The Works, in collaboration with her husband. The dynamic production company that goes on productions endeavors encompass the production of short films, theatre productions, and other compelling long and short form content outside of the realm of entertainment. Stephanie has a great passion and heart for making a positive impact in our society. Please help me off.
So I had such a hectic I had no intention whatsoever of pursuing acting. I didn't go there as an extra and say, this is my dream, I'm going to work my way up. That was not what the intention was. I was like, cool, $250 a day. If I work like 2 or 3 times a week, great, you know. And I didn't go through an extras agency, so I became an extra. I was a journalist there in the background, just keeping busy, typing. Half the time I was on set, I also would recommend this. I was probably my schoolwork, because I like really couldn't see what I was doing. So I would like trying to study or get work in and then just try and be present. And then what happened from there is because I was not focused so much on like being an actor and being seen and all that kind of stuff. In retrospect, when I look back, I was actually doing the best. I was actually being the best of the extras because I wasn't trying to steal any limelight. I wasn't trying to be seen. I was actually just being the journalist by literally making sure that I do what a journalist is supposed to be, which is time and work and be very natural. And because of that, I think that's what actually got their attention, was that I was extraing very well. I don't know if that makes sense. I actually when my interest sparked in acting, because then I was like, oh wow, this is actually really interesting. And that's actually when I started to pay attention to how they all use like different techniques and how they get into character. But I was still here, just extra.
So this was a very much interesting workshop to be at. I got to learn a lot of stuff that I am going to apply to my career. For example, I just asked a question even to him. I was like, because I don't have this professional experience, so if I'm looking for representation, what is a proper way for me to go about that? So he just went on and he advised some things that I'll be sharing here on this channel with you guys. One of the interesting moments was when we were improvising. So we were going to the stage 2 at a time. So, and then you're given a scenario and then you act according to that, which is now very much challenging. And if you are seated there, you can say, yeah, this is easy, up until you're given a scenario, and of which now this becomes a problem because you have to think on the spot, you have to follow these certain rules that you have been given that I will be sharing here with you guys.
You are strangers, you're both going for a job interview, and you are both now waiting to be called in for your interviews. You don't know who's going first or whatever the case might be. In 3, 2, 1, action.
Sorry, is this for the interviews that happened?
I think so. I believe this is the address I got in the email.
Okay, so you've interviewed as well, or?
Yeah, most definitely. That's why I'm here. So you're also here for the interview?
Yeah, and I'm super nervous. I don't know what I'm going to say in the interviews. What comes in on me?
You never watch YouTube channels and how to
Please do not judge me.
yourself. I'm not judging. I'm just saying if you're coming to an interview.
Cool, let's pause right there. If you guys are strangers, would this technically be a natural engagement between strangers?
No.
I do not believe that for a second. Let's try that again. You are strangers waiting at the bus stop. 3, 2, 1, action.
Do I tell you if the bus gonna come here? Is the 2 o'clock bus gone already?
Yeah, it's in the one.
Sorry?
It's late.
Were you waiting for the 2 o'clock bus?
Yeah, but like, I used that one to actually for the so we both in the same situation.
I'm
So
gonna
watch
just-
this now, so it's okay.
I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna start talking. I had to take the 2 o'clock bus.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, listen, it's fine.
Okay. I'll catch a ticket.
No, the bus is coming. what time is it now?
It's like 5 past. I have an appointment.
Cool, let's pause it right there. So we're building on stranger relationships, right? There's nothing wrong with standing in silence.
Yeah.
Like I answered you. Bus is fine. You didn't introduce yourself, your name, like I don't know you. You could be someone that wants me to take out my phone for some reason, jack it, run into the car, and you've got like, I don't, you're a stranger. Y'all are talking like I know each other. Like you asked the 2 o'clock bus, it's great that you answered in Zoom. But what was your reason to continue having the conversation? What was your reason? What was your reason to continue asking about? Were you also waiting for the 2 o'clock? You got your answer initially. So because we're now mentally, we're in improv. So we gotta keep it going, we gotta act. What does it look like in real life?
This is so very much interesting, and I hope, man, you really like this content. If you do, please click that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the content that I will be sharing here on this channel with you guys. So with that being said, let's get back to the content. The 5 rules of improv. 1, don't deny. 2, don't ask open-ended questions. 3, you don't have to be funny. 4, you look good when you make your partner look good. 5, tell a story. A story is from beginning, middle, and end. That is what improv is about. Okay, some of the things that we learned from there were audition techniques, scene study, and understanding your brief. Now, all of those are very interesting things because if you look at all of them, they play a very vital role when it comes to you when you are preparing. So yeah, man, this was a very much interesting journey from breathing exercises to audition techniques to improv skills and to just understanding your character. How do you go about when you're trying to understand your character? When, for example, you are going through a scene study, let me just share with you a few things that I got out of this workshop. Scene study, it helps you to get specific details and constructive feedback. It helps you eliminate the feuding in the scene. For example, if let's say when you're on a scene, you have to understand whose scene this is. This eliminates that feud where you have to be louder than the actual person that the scene is about. For example, let's say your friend in the scene has to be motivated. So you actually need to say, you know what, understand your character and be a motivating person, not as to be like, whatever, and overpower the scene. This is not about you. You are supporting the scene. Take note of that. One of the interesting things when it comes to, let's say, for an audition and whatnot, these are some of the techniques that I got from there that will really help me and possibly help you. One of them is acting is about feeling. You can have gestures, you can have whatever, but the most important thing is, are you feeling the character within you? Are you able to invoke an emotion out of another person? Number 1. So number 2, when you are auditioning, don't leave your personality at the door. Come with your personality. You see, so now when you are there, you have to be creative. If let's say they give you something on the fly, you have to use your medulla oblongata and be creative. I don't even know if like the medulla oblongata does that, but you have to be creative. Now, half of acting is listening. You've heard people saying listening is a skill, but now when it comes to acting, you have to as things open them ears. So yeah, man, don't be one-dimensional. If let's say, for example, you are used to portraying anger in a certain way, you have to shout, you can use your creativity to conjure up some other way of being angry. You have to find other ways. Don't be a one-dimensional actor. And there you have it, folks, another episode of Creative Mondays Unleashed. Thank you so very much for joining me on my journey as an actor. I know this hasn't been an easy thing for me to do, and for you as my viewers, please, man, continue to support me. I see that I keep on losing subscribers, but I very much beg you guys to be with me on this journey. With that being said, see you next time, and please watch this other video of mine. See you next time.